Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Lisa and Danny here.
Hello.
If you don't already know, Danny is Danny Mystic. She has her own YouTube channel. All her details and contact links are down below. Go ahead and pause this video right now and go subscribe. We'll wait. If you don't already know, we are both content creators here in the YouTube space. We talk about tarot and all things like magical, and we also create stuff. So Danny just created something brand new that we're going to shout out. I'm so excited. Mine is literally like on order. I don't think it's shipped yet, but Danny just created the petite fille. Did I say that right?
That's right. The petite fille. Ça c'est petite fille.
Playing cards?
Yeah.
Okay, so show us and tell us a little bit about it real quick.
Okay, so the petite fille playing cards because it wants to see my face. So
it wants so bad to see your face.
So bad. Yep. So these are my jokers. Smoke them if you got them. This is a playing card deck that I created. Very plain and simple.
Fully hand drawn, yeah?
Yeah, I drew this all on my little iPad. I got everything mirrored. These are, well, of course, these are just plain and simple little pips. Obviously, it's just a regular playing card deck, but it is based on these like full body characters that they used to have in the playing cards in the 1800s. And they're like my favorite whimsy little characters. But when I was growing up, I always had the mirrored cards. So I was like, I love the whimsical vibe, but I need my mirrored cards. So I kind of made them my own and turned them into mirrored cards and created a playing card deck. And petite fille means granddaughter in Cajun French. And because I learned how to play cards and learned a lot of stuff from my grandparents, I thought granddaughter would be perfect name for it. So this is my little homage to my grandparents, and my jokers kind of reflect that. My grandmother's name here, Verna, at the bottom here, and my grandfather's name, Wiley, down here at the bottom. And they're my jokers, and they're my inspiration for my playing card deck. So yeah, that's now available.
Yay! So it's on Make Playing Cards. We'll have a link to Danny's shop down below. I love that you did that. I was like, oh, please talk about the jokers, because I just like when you told that on your video, and you've got a whole video playing with these and showing them, or is that only members?
It is on my members, but I will be kind of showing them. I did some playing card readings with my members, but I'll be showing them on my channel in the probably right before this goes live, so you'll be able to go on my channel and see them a little up close. So
beautiful. Yay! And Danny is also the creator of the Mystic Masters Tarot and the Pear Tree Court Oracle deck, both of which are also on your Make Playing Cards shop. Yeah?
Yes, they're all on my Make Playing Card shop.
So I am also an author and a deck creator. I have 3 books. I'm counting them all 3. Self-Worth Path, Unlocking the Tarot, and Mystic's Magical Journey, a little sweet little children's book. This is like obsessed. And created 2. Well, I created 2 versions of the same tarot deck. This is Unicorn's Journey Tarot. I am currently working on Unicorn's Journey Oracle that I think is going to be coming to Kickstarter in a couple of months if everything goes well. And then my wife and I collaborated on Sassy Dragons Tarot, which is shipping now to Kickstarter backers.
So excited. I have mine. I'll be using them things. I love them.
I am so excited to get these in people's hands. But after Kickstarter backers have had a chance to get them, they will be going up in my Etsy shop. You can find all of my links in my Linktree link down below. It's one link that brings you to a massive list of all of my stuff, so you can scroll through and find what you're looking for. But we always have that stuff linked down below, and we appreciate you also so much for checking out our creations, because that is the stuff that brings us joy, for real.
We like to make stuff.
We like to make stuff. It's true. Today, we're going to be doing hot takes. I toyed with the idea. I was telling Danny before we started this, I was toying with the idea of changing the name. And then I'm like, wait, but part of the reason for calling it a hot take is because we legit have done no pre-research. We get requests from you all. I put a community post out a couple days before we film asking you what you want us to talk about and go over. But we're looking at new release tarot and oracle decks with 0 pre-research. Every once in a while, I've heard about something, but a lot of times we're just going in at least half blind. Danny goes in full blind. She trusts me.
I'm going full blind. I know nothing. I'm just like, I'm here for the ride. I'm here for the ride. Yeah. That's how I like it.
But we hang out. We're just 2 besties sipping on beverages and looking at decks. What are you drinking?
I am drinking a spiced pear whiskey sour with cherries in it, because it's my favorite.
I don't even like whiskey, but that sounds delicious. I don't know. Maybe the spiced pear. I was like, can you? Is it a spiced pear piece? Can you mix that with a different alcohol?
You probably could. Now, because we just saw how to make it, because I usually get it in the on the rocks, which is kind of like the blue Hawaiian that you had back in the Gap.
Oh, yeah,
Remember
where
that?
it's pre-mixed?
Yeah. So it's one like that, but it's the spice pear whiskey sour. And we just looked it up, and basically all I need is a spice pear liqueur with some good bourbon or some good whiskey, and we're all good.
Good to go.
Good to go.
Nice. Love it. I'm drinking wine. I have a little wine story. It's a very, very, very short wine story. I'll try to make it short anyways. I absolutely love red wine, but I have like gotten to the point where I almost never drink it because Peggy doesn't drink wine at all. And so I'll buy a bottle of wine, or we'll be gifted a bottle of wine or something. And I'm like, well, I never want to open it because once I open it, then I feel like I got to drink it. And I'm like a one glass, I mean, like a large glass, but I'm like a one glass girl. And then red wine after like maybe 2 days, it starts to taste a little funky. I've apparently been like under a rock because there's these things, everybody's gonna laugh because these have been out for forever, I'm pretty sure. But they're like a stopper and you stick it in the wine bottle and then it's got a pump and you suck the air out. Okay. Did you not know either? Because that makes me
so I didn't know about like sucking the air out. Like I know that they have like fancy wine stoppers, whatever, but like I'm not a wine connoisseur. Red wine makes me sweat, girl. It made me sweat.
It makes me sweat a little bit too, but it's a good kind of hot. Like I like it. And my favorite thing is like red wine and like a bubble bath. Oh, it's the best. But like I literally am gonna have a glass of wine today, and I'm probably not gonna want another glass of wine for at least a few days. That's just how I am. So, anyways, I sucked the air out of this bottle of wine, which means I can have wine again in a few days. And we'll see if it works. But I've heard good things, which means I might get to enjoy wine more often again. But like I hate opening a bottle and either feeling like I need to drink it or like, and I know you can cook with it. And listen, it's not going to happen. We've learned after last month, when I almost completely forgot to do mass market at all, that we should go in the order that I'm used to going. We were just talking about that before stream. So we're going to go mass market, indie, Kickstarter. If you want to hop around, that's how you do it. We will have links to everything we're going to chat about down below so you can take a peek at things yourselves. And as always, please let us know in the comments what you think. Comment as you watch. That's always super fun. I love me a good epic long comment, let me say. So our first deck is Faces of Oshun Oracle. I'm going to assume that this has a connection to the Orishas. I am so bad.
Orishas, yeah, that's kind of, African Goddess Rising deck.
Is this by the same creator as the African Goddess?
It's the same, it's the same creator.
Abiola Abrams. Oh God. Okay, hold on. Let me open this up so it's a little bigger. That is freaking beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, Oshun overflows. Generosity, wealth, auspicious blessings. Holy cow, that is beautiful. The opulence, I cannot. Is it all like this with the gold?
It is gorgeous. That is beautiful. Look at the shells all around in the sun. Oh my.
Oh, wow. Safety, boundary setting, and courage. This is Oshun the Protector. So this is like all different faces. Oh, it literally is called the Faces of Oshun. I mean, not me stating the obvious. So it's different aspects of Oshun specifically, which makes me wonder if she's going to do other Orishas as well. This is so pretty.
It is beautiful.
I cannot with this one. I love the gem tones. Jewel tones? Gem tones?
Jewel tones, yeah. Oh now, because this isn't a part of my practice, I don't know if this was something that I would be pulled towards, but this artwork and the opulence, that good God, look at that.
I know. I just want to, it's like, I feel like I'm eating dessert with my eyeballs. I hope it doesn't sound totally disrespectful, but like, that's what it feels. It feels so rich.
It does.
Oh God, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh.
That is gorgeous.
I feel like some people are going to love this. And this would go so beautiful. So beautiful with the African Goddess Rising. It makes me wonder if Abiola has ever considered doing a tarot deck because, oh my gosh. Yeah. Are you ready to take up the mirror and heed Oshun's call? You know, it's really great to see this too, because we've had so many like Isis and like, well, I say so many, but we've got Isis and Kuan Yin and like the Celtic goddesses. We have so much of that stuff, but I don't think I've ever seen a mass market Orisha deck. Maybe there has been one like especially where it's focused on just one like this, like the way that we have like an Isis deck or a Kuan Yin. And I think that that's incredible.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I love to see that mass market publishers are scooping things like this up. It is Hay House. And listen, y'all know I give Hay House a hard time for their card stock, but I will give them full credit. Look at #1 new release right now in New Age Fantasy.
Yes.
Incredible. Incredible. And that tells you that people out there are hungry for this kind of thing. Like, we need to see more of this.
Yes,
This
this is
is so beautiful. So $22.99 US currently. Ignore all the import charge stuff. I'm in Canada. It knows. It secretly knows. Can't help it. It comes out March 25th, at least in the US. So definitely check that out if you're into it.
beautiful.
Oh, okay. We're going to talk about a book. I know I don't do this a lot, but this is one that I've been watching this for a while, and I feel like you will be so excited about this. This is called Mastering the Tarot Tableau, Revisiting Predictive Accuracy with Tarot. This is by Tony Savory. So this is about tableau reading, but with tarot.
Okay.
Right? And I feel like with all your play lately, especially with like Lenormand and Kipper,
Yes.
I feel like
I'm loving the Tableau. Kipper, Tableau, y'all, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
See, this is very interesting. So we're also working with 36 cards.
It looks like on this spread. That's what it looks like to me. But then here's a 9-card grid, and they're using the court cards as significators. I'm talking about auspicious and inauspicious placements.
Which is the same vibe as Lenormand and Kipper.
Yeah. And the thing is, Tony is so like well versed, right? She's such a tarot or a Lenormand and Kipper expert. I feel like that bringing that skill and like marrying it with tarot is going to be so fascinating. This has been on my to buy list since I first heard it was coming out. I think it's really innovative for sure to do that with tarot.
I agree. And you know, after doing so much work, because I've been sunk in it for about a couple weeks now. I've been sunk in it. And like I have noticed the shift in the way that I'm reading the tarot as well. Now that I've been focused so much on directionality and above and below. And you know, I've done that with tarot from jump, but not in the same way that I pay attention now.
Yeah.
That I've been really sunk in. I mean, Lenormand forever, but Kipper especially directionally and like where things are placed and what we're looking at, very Marseille-esque, right? Where are you looking? What is it going towards? How are they clustered? This is like putting this on my list. I love Tony's work in general.
Yeah, and I find that she's very approachable. Like she's easy to understand. I feel like her writing style is really easy, but her speaking style, if you've ever watched any of her videos, if you don't know Tony and Tony's partner, I think it's Jane Matthews. I could be wrong, but the two of them head up the World Divination Association. And so they will do conferences and courses and things throughout the year. And the Lenormand stuff to me is always like, that's the first place I go if I want to see like a real breakdown of like real Tableau style reading. So I was so excited to see this coming out.
And you know, I don't know if you've ever read like that, but I knew a few people, especially, oh my gosh, where was she from? I want to say it's like, this might be Caribbean style, I believe. I could be wrong. But I knew a tarot reader and she kind of specialized in using she would use all major arcana.
Yeah.
And sometimes she would use all 78 cards in a reading.
Whoa.
And it was insane to see. It was insane. So, but from what this looks like is kind of the same idea. If you have, like Tony did the Siren Song, the Kipper Lenormand, and in there she kind of talks about how, you know, you can shuffle your cards all together, the Kipper and Lenormand, because they're all the same size. You know, the only thing on the back that is just the L and the K. But you shuffle them in minus your signifiers, whatever signifiers you're going to use. You count out 34 cards, you put your 2 signifiers in, and then you use just 36 cards. And it seems like, just from looking at this, it's kind of the same idea. You probably shuffle your deck. You might take out your signifiers, you know, your 2 signifiers, put out your 34 more cards, and then because it looks like the same 36 card spread tableau that we're talking about, which is so cool. Like,
it's very cool. It's very cool. And I think she might be doing a thing too. I don't know because I haven't read it yet. I really want to read it. Because if you think about it, if you were to lay out 36 cards of a tarot deck, that's half the deck. You're surely going to have some court cards. So you can use the court. You could lean into even just random court cards in a tableau style to look at like who's looking at who's facing forward. And you're right that kind of thing can change the way that you read tarot. For me, I had that experience going from both Lenormand and also studying Marseille.
Mm-hmm.
That affected how I look at tarot. Like, who's looking where? How are these characters interacting? How are these cards interacting? And so this kind of thing really fascinates me, and it's very out of the box. So I think it's well worth checking out. Plus, it's a freaking steal. It's a $19.99 US book due out March 28th. The Kindle's a couple dollars cheaper.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. By the way, I know pre-orders of physical products on Amazon is hit or miss, but I have heard if you pre-order the Kindle version, it just like shows up on your Kindle on the day, which is
amazing.
Magical. Yeah. So love this. Check it out if you are into it.
And I will say, I think for this one, I would want it on my Kindle just because I always have trouble. I always have to put my like bookmarks and stuff on, little clips and stuff to like leave it spread out so I could see the whole spread or whatever. But having it on a Kindle, you can have that and then just kind of set it up, which would be really cool as well. But I am a physical book kind of junkie. So like,
but you make a good point.
But seeing this, I'm like, it would be really cool to have it like on the screen so you can see.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I'm hit or miss because I have had some Kindles that are like this where there's a lot of graphics. And if it doesn't split the page right for Kindle, you could have half the graphic. But if you're looking at it on like a tablet, you're probably fine. I think it might be for actual Kindle devices. But I think you make a good point that like if it's out, you can just have the spread out to like reference. That's a good point. Yeah. I have to think about which version I want now because I was so set to get a physical. But you're right. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I do want a physical so I can like draw on it. I don't know.
I know.
Let us know what you think down below.
I'm like, yeah, weigh in. Just like I also like to write on my shit. I like to highlight stuff. I know I can do that on Kindle, but I have the paper white. So like I also won't get the full color, which I don't really care. But like, I don't know. Part of me is just like, I'm a book junkie. Like I like
when I get nonfiction, I almost always get physical because I just want to dog ear and highlight and like write in it and stuff like that. And yes, I know like you said, you can do it on Kindle. I have a Paperwhite too. You can do it on Kindle, but it's not the same experience. The only time that I have really done that well is when I can open a book in Kindle Cloud Reader, like on the desktop. And then it's great because you can highlight and color, and then also you can like type your notes in. I've totally worked through books that way, but this isn't the kind I think I would do that with. So
me neither.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Keep us posted, y'all. Comes out March 28th. Let us know if you're scooping it up.
I'm scooping it up. I'm for sure.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It's been literally in my cart, just waiting for it to actually be out. Okay. Let's talk about the Cat Mythos and Magic Oracle.
We always get a cat deck.
We always have a cat deck. There has to be at least one. It's a rule now. If we ever have a month that there isn't a cat deck, somebody's going to need to comment down below if we miss it and be like, where's the cat deck, y'all? There needs to be a cat deck. I actually don't know if this is, it must be. Look at the kitty. Okay, I'm going to open this up. I don't know anything about this. This is by Catherine C. Caprino, illustrated by Caleria. I'm not going to try to pronounce her last name. Trevor Doclip. I just said I wasn't going to try and then I tried. What's wrong with me? Okay, anyways, I apologize. Let's take a look at this. Pretty backs. I dig it.
Okay.
Look at.
We always have an Egyptian cat. Like, I know, like, whatever, but, like, always.
But look at the title, Smoke, Fire, and Stars. I don't know
what that means.
I don't know what that means either. It's always my complaint. Maniki.
Oh, okay, that's the lucky cat, right?
Yeah, lucky cat, for sure. So we're seeing cats from different cultures. This looks like it has been painted in watercolor.
Yeah, it's
gouache or something.
Something.
Yeah. Courageous Abandon. See, okay. This is my issue.
Is it Noah's Ark?
I swear, first of all, yes, I swear that's Noah's Ark. I totally clocked that too. But also, this one looks like a proper keyword with like a meaning, right? And then we have, but then we had just the titles before, and like, why does this happen? Am I a snob? Am I an Oracle deck snob? Maybe.
I am an Oracle deck snob, and I will be the first one to say that most of the time, it's a no-go for me. I have maybe 2 to 3 that I will overlook this for, but I have been known to pull stuff out of an Oracle deck because I'm like, I don't know what that is, and I'm not reading every time to find out what that is. So I just pull it out.
Yep. I really am super picky. At least, but you know what? At least you and I can talk about Oracle decks. If I even mention that it is an Oracle deck and I try to talk to Peggy, she's like, I don't use Oracle decks. I'm like, I know, but let me tell you about it anyway. She can't. She just doesn't.
She can't.
Electric curiosity. See, that's such a great keyword. I love that. That's super cute.
Keyword. That is cute as hell.
This is a little too specific, but it's cute. Practice kindness and charity. I don't know, man. Like, these cats are great. Why do we not have as many dog decks as we have cat decks?
Listen, I've had a dog deck before.
Yeah.
Hence, I don't have it anymore. And I didn't care for it. Dogs don't have the attitude that cats have. Let's be honest.
You're right. You're totally right.
They don't have the attitude. I know they have personality and yada, yada. I mean, I have dogs, cats, whatever. Y'all know I'm a animal lover. But, yeah, dogs just don't have the attitude. Cats can pull off an attitude.
They really can. And I think it's also like we see them as more mysterious and magical, I think, than we tend to see dogs. Like, stereotypically. This is a US Games Oracle, and they don't actually do that many. Anyways, if you're interested in the Cat Mythos and Magic Oracle, it is due out March 31st. It is $22.95 US currently. And check it out. Let us know if you're planning to scoop it up. I know I'm probably planning to scoop this next one up because I won't be able to help myself.
Oh,
it's
my
Girls.
It is Mean Girls, y'all. I used to love this show, but like not enough to want a tarot deck for it.
I might need to I might need to. Is this Inside Editions? It's gotta be.
It's gotta be.
Totally inside. No, but here's the thing though. Here's my I don't know, hot take on Inside Editions lately. I feel like Inside Editions has been doing so much better with like more scenic minor arcana. Like it still can be hit or miss guidebook wise, I feel like, and like write-ups. Do you have any Inside Editions? Have I asked you this before? Probably.
I believe you did. I don't think I do anymore. I did, but I don't anymore. I don't think. Now, the Wizard of Oz that we talked about the Wizard of Oz like personally the other day. Lisa got the Wizard of Oz tarot in.
Coming up in an upcoming video.
Coming up. They did a pretty good job there. It seems like.
Yeah.
But it's been a hot minute. Like I used to have Nightmare Before Christmas. That was like one of the ones that I kept. I tried Labyrinth. I was so disappointed.
Labyrinth. That was before they started fixing them.
That was before they started fixing them.
I think it kind of started with Buffy and Forward. I mean, Buffy was still a hot mess. The first release was still a hot mess. But I feel like with what happened was Buffy and Forward, we started to see some of the changes from some of the community feedback about their stuff. We started to see, okay, they're doing more scenic, they're being more careful or considerate with the associations, somewhat.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they do a pretty good job on the villains?
Yeah, villains is good. I think villains is good. It was kind of like, I would say villains is sort of halfway between fully scenic and like pips. There's definitely a pippy vibe to it, and it was good for the time. I still enjoy that deck. It was good for the time, but I feel like they're so much better now.
Right.
Yeah. So this one, I want this. I mean, like legitimately, I want it. Like, and like it's iconic. It's from the movie, and it's like this is so great. I love her. She's like a Martian.
That's so hilarious.
I will recognize. I'm kind of psychic. I have like a fifth sense. Oh God, the best. She's the best.
I have to watch this again. It's been so long, and it cracks me up every freaking time.
Oh my God, Katie can't hold in the word vomit. Four of Daggers. Yeah, this is Regina de Taylor Weddell's mom.
Right. The cool mom.
Oh my God. There's
Janice,
Damien.
Yeah.
Yep.
Glen Coco.
Glen Coco. Oh my God. This is so fun. I'm at the point now where definitely I'm kind of okay with sort of like collecting some of the Inside Editions ones if it's a fandom I'm interested in, because I feel like they're just enjoyable. They're good, clean fun. They're good, clean fun.
This is funny. This is going to be a good one. I think the guidebook is going to be really fun. The way that like they're putting in these references and they're like doing the thing. Like I think it's going to be a really fun one. I really do. I don't like Mean Girls enough to scoop it up, but like it's definitely one that would be fun to play with, I think.
I think you're right. It's due out April 8th, and $27.99 US is the current price listed on Amazon. So check it out if you're into it. As long as I do okay with the suits. Oh, I didn't check the suits. Actually, let me check.
They didn't show the suits, did they?
I think they did. Hold on, because there was definitely a 3 of swords. Hold on, let me go back into the pictures. Okay, we have the Fool. Where are they? Here they are. This is something else they've done better at. They actually show minor arcana in their previews. So this is the 3 of daggers.
Okay, yeah.
And the 4 of daggers.
Okay.
So that should be good. And then this is, the 4 of plastics. That should be the pentacles, I would think. And then the 3 of plastics. Yeah, collaboration, learning, shared energies. Yeah, so pentacles being plastics, I think is fabulous. I want to know what all 4 suits are. Oh, wait, maybe it says. Oh, yeah, here it is. Flames, cups, daggers, and plastic. So they didn't go too out of the box. Sometimes they rename the suits and they're a little bit out there. Like, it's fun, but like you want to really know what each card is for, like which suit it's for. So yeah, I like those suit names. Oh, that's going to be fun.
That's going to be fun.
The Witch of the Forest's Earth Oracle deck.
Ooh.
But it says 78. And as soon as it says 78, I'm like, if it's 78 cards, is it a tarot, or were they hoping it was going to be a tarot and then they changed their mind and made it an oracle? Like, what's the story? I need to know. I have questions.
Let's see some of them cards.
All righty. Okay.
No,
that's definitely oracle, but 78 in a mass market deck?
That's a big oracle deck.
Unheard of, right? Like, I feel like we get 50 if we're lucky.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, like 55 or 60, but like certainly not 78.
Certainly not 78.
Okay, right off the bat, I love that it's black background, pretty botanicals at first glance, title, and a meaning on the card. Hello, summer, embrace gratitude. Let's look at some more. Oh, goodness. Okay, so there are phases of the moon, the 4 seasons, the 4 elements, herbs, spices, and trees, flowers, crystals.
Oh, dang. Metals
and animals. But there's no unicorn, so I'm out, man. I'm kidding.
There's not even a possum in there.
How dare? But panda and red squirrel in. And spider. Why spider? Why is spider the insect that always gets included? Why not ladybugs?
The weaver, you know.
I know. All right, so it looks like there are sections here. So we have fall, acknowledge how far you've come, winter, look within. So themes that are appropriate for each energy. This reminds me of how I feel about Song of the Grandmother's Oracle, because what I love about that deck is that you have like elements of nature, you have like landscape, you have plants, you have animals, and it just feels like it's like just a tippy tap into nature. You know what I mean? Like you get to explore.
When I look at this, though, all I see is I hate the gems.
I hate them so much.
I do not like them.
Like them.
What I see is the practical magic deck. I think because it is set with black background board. I mean, it's totally different. I'm not even.
But it's totally different. No, I know what you mean, though.
That's the first thing I think of, because it's very simple. It's very like a one image kind of thing. There's a lot in here, but I'm going to be honest. I don't think it's enough for me to be like, this is super interesting. I need it. And
I have Song of the Grandmothers, so like, I'm good on that.
And those crystals are a big
I hate them. They look like they're too two-dimensional.
They're a big nope for me.
The crystals are a big nope for me, but in general, I think it's cute. I'm glad that they have so many themes. I feel like this is going to be a really usable mass market, like just tap into nature kind of deck for a lot of people.
Agreed.
Oh, look at spring. I like it.
Spring is cool.
I'm like drawn to it, but on the other hand, like I would never use it.
No.
I know myself.
I love the fact that there are keywords on that deck. So that really has me like excited and want to be like sold. I love the backs.
Yeah.
But I can tell you right now, this is not something that I would use.
No. I mean, this is something that like I feel like, how much is this? It's $19.95. You get 78 freaking cards. Who's publishing this? Is it Hay House?
Are you kidding me?
No. Leaping Hair Press. So I don't know them, which means I also don't know what you can expect from a cardstock perspective, but that's very affordable.
Wow. But look at all this. Look at all what they've produced already.
Is this all their stuff though?
It's all very similar artwork.
Wait, illustrator Lindsay Squire and Vicky Lester. Who's this one by? Lindsay Squire and Vicky Lester. Oh, okay. That makes so much more sense now. Oh, they did this deck. Hold on. Let me open this up in a tab so you can see. They did this one, the Tarot Magic deck. So this is like an Oracle deck that you could probably accompany.
Okay.
Did you ever see this one?
No, I haven't. I dig the black backgrounds. The art is not something that I'm super, super into, but this is a really cool deck.
But you're right. That was a good clock because yeah, they've done all of these.
They've done a lot of stuff.
So it's part of the series, right? Discover the entire Magic series from Lindsay Squire. There you go. Okay. So that's what we're tapping into with this Witch of the Forests Earth Oracle deck is we're tapping into this same series. Yeah. So this probably would be a really nice accompaniment. If like you are collecting their books, for example, and you want a deck that's going to kind of like tap into all those different areas, this looks like it might do it. So you know what it reminds me of actually a little bit is though not art style, but in theming, the botanical inspirations and the, you know what I mean? The ones where the deck came. It almost is like another kind of take on that sort of an idea. Books and then decks that kind of fit in the family. And yeah, I think it's cool. I don't see myself using it though.
I don't either, but that is a great price. And it looks like all of their stuff are priced really, really well. So I feel like if this is something that you wanted to collect, if you wanted to dig into, it looks like they have a lot of nature, a lot of magic, a lot of earth power, a lot of, you know, I feel like this is like a really cool series and it doesn't look like it would really break the bank to kind of Pokemon these, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and it's one big deck instead of like a bunch of little ones to collect.
Exactly.
So yeah, for $20, I feel like if you're drawn to it, and especially if you have decks with black backgrounds and you're just looking for a nice aesthetic oracle that might go with it, and you need to keep a budget in mind, this might be a really good one to lean into. I like seeing like different stuff like this hit the mass market oracles because you remember for so many years, all the mass market oracles, all of them were like these like. They were same. They all looked exactly the same. They
were all angels. They all had dolphins in them. They all had some kind of earth goddess garden going on.
And the sad thing was, even if they didn't have angels on the cards, like the Doreen Virtue unicorn deck's the one that I always remember, it was still somehow made it about angels in the book. And I'm like, why? It's unicorns, or if it's fairies, somehow it's still like your heavenly guides. I'm like, why? Pick a lane for a little while.
Oracle for a hot minute was like all
like 20 years.
Yeah. Like 20 years. Like it's so true. It's like I could pick them out of a crowd. You could show me things and I'd be like, that's from an Oracle deck from like the early 2000s. Like it's all it was all the same for so long. So I'm loving this. 100%. So much better.
So bad.
Why don't you use Oracle? I don't need 35 decks that reference angels.
No, it's not necessary. I don't need that in my life. It's fine. I'm good. I'm covered. So funny. Okay, so that's it for mass market. Let's hop into indie. All right, we only have one. All right, let me throw this on the screen.
Okay.
All right. Okay, this is.
I don't have a
date. It's a texture tarot. Here's the thing. It's coming out in a pocket and I am beside myself. And here's the thing. I'm breaking my own rule to show this now, but I don't know when the pre-order is going to go up, but I think it's going to be super soon and probably before our next hot takes.
Okay.
So let me show you a video.
Oh, okay. So
showing the comparison between the two. But here's the thing that has me excited. Number one, she's redesigned a bunch of cards, which is exciting because it'll be a little bit different. I don't know how I feel about the new cards compared to the old just yet. It's got a little more pippish in the new version, and I don't know if ultimately I'm going to like that. However, one of my complaints about the textured tarot has always been the cardstock. And I've been following Lisa McLaughlin art on her socials for forever. I am obsessed with my copy of Textured Tarot, but the cardstock is abysmally bad. It is so bad. And so I'm going to flip us back over here for a second so it's not too distracting. Okay, that was one of the comparisons. I'm going to pull us on full screen. So like, the thing is, it's literally, this stuff does not bend. It is like, it's like a cereal box cutout. Like it has zero bend. It's called Xanta Box Board. But I love this deck so much. But like the new version has changed so many of, it looks completely different. But I asked her on her socials and it's going to be on basically on linen. And I'm like, she's going, okay, it may not be linen. Let me back up. Based on how she described it, I believe it's on like a black core, like bendy playing cardstock. I can't remember if she said linen. I posted about it in support of tarot, but now I'm second guessing myself. But I remember it was a flexy, bendy, yummy cardstock she's switching it to. And it's the same size as Sassy Dragons. So just for comparison, it's not like mini. It's like 62 by 110, which is basically almost exactly the same size as Sassy Dragon. So she's calling it a pocket, but it's only a little bit smaller. So it's going to be like a yummy, shuffleable version of the Textured Tarot. And the thing is, as much as I love this deck, I don't use it hardly ever anymore because as much as I love it so much, this is like a go-to for client readings for me for the longest time. But like even the backs have changed. Like it's so different now.
Everything looks so different.
Because, and I'm going to bring us back over and show us some more. Because the thing is, she's evolved as an artist a lot since putting it out. I think that's what she talks about. I'm going to go back over the Instagram. So like that was some of the cards. And then here's some more. I don't know if I can make it I can't make it any bigger. But you can really see it. She really leaned into pips and away from people for the minors for sure.
Big time.
Big time. But it was kind of a mix before. It was kind of like, oh, I loved that. I used to love that 9 of Cups though. Wait. Go back to the 10 of Cups because that's like a 2-girl couple and it used to make me so happy. Hold on. Let me go back to the 10 because if she changed that, I mean, I know I'm going to buy it because I know myself. And like, I do love the style and there's so much texture in her work. Yeah, it's different in the 10. Damn, I love that. Totally different. But like some of the characters feel the same. So I don't know. Like, so she's been putting a lot of posts up. Now, this is the thing though. Her wand suit was always pippish, as you can see.
Yeah.
So it's almost like she matched the other suits.
The other ones, yeah. But I mean,
yeah.
So different. Wow.
It's so different. I know.
Like this is a whole new deck to me.
It is. The feel is it's still got the vibe.
It's got the vibe, but it is very different.
Yeah, and I think, is this Majors? This is Majors. Fool, Magician, High Priestess.
Okay, there we're kind of staying.
Mostly the same. Some big changes though still.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. That was completely different.
Yeah. See, I really it's interesting. I understand it because as an artist, when your work evolves, you can end up like kind of hating your old work. That's kind of what I've encountered with artists before. And it's a sadness because some of us like really like the old work.
I know.
And then here Lisa is, I think, opening it. It's in a 2-piece box now. It was in a tuck box before. It's got a little guidebook and she's updated the messages to the guidebook. So I have a link down below to her website where you can keep an eye out for the pre-order. I do like the new bags. I like the old bags too.
Great.
But you can tell that is I think it is linen. I'm pretty sure it's linen.
It looks like it is.
Yeah, I think. And
it is a beautiful deck. It really is a beautiful deck. But I will say right now, like I would Texture Tarot 2.0 because this is a totally different deck.
It's a very different deck. And I was kind of bummed because when I found out she was doing Pocket, I was so excited. I'm still excited, but I was so excited because I wanted this exact deck, but in a Pocket in that glorious cardstock. And it is different. And I think you know what it reminds me of a little bit. Actually, we're going to get there. So I'll talk about it when we get there. But I know other artists who've done the same thing. It's like there was a deck that was popular, but maybe it was out of print or whatever. There was a complaint about it. In this case, the complaint was the cardstock. But as far as I know. And then when they remake it or they do a new edition, naturally they want to create it in the vision that aligns with who they are as an artist in the present day. Right. And I can imagine as an artist, it's kind of hard to go back and channel that old version of yourself and like be comfortable with that when you've changed.
If I had to remake Mystic Masters, like
it's going to be different, right?
It would be totally different. I mean, I say that there would be some aspects that would be different. There would be some that would stay because this is a very true to what I wanted to see kind of deck. So that might not be the exact like whatever, but like there would be some cards that would be completely different.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would go so far as to change as much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know.
But
I know.
I don't
But
know.
like,
I still think this is a great deck though.
I'm gonna need it, and I'll do a comparison, and I'll talk about like maybe what I'll do is I'll pick it up when it's available, and I will do a video. Somebody hold me to this because I have the memory of a goldfish, as we know. But what I'll do is I'll do a video comparing, and I'll do a thing where I kind of rank like which is my favorite of these two, and I'll try to be objective and not just be like, well, I'm used to this one, but like objectively, which do I like? Because one of the things that I do like about her art is how when she calls it the textured tarot, it fits so well because you can really see the textures in her collage work, and like you'll see like what looks like fabric, and you'll see like, so it really feels like it could be something you could touch, you know what I mean? I love that effect in cards, and I wonder if that gets lost in the new version or if it's still kind of there, and I won't know.
No, because just seeing it from where it is, it looks very vector-esque.
Yeah.
Versus textured in the way that it was with the collage. I feel like there's a little collage there, but that might just be a perceptive thing because we can't really see it up close. So I'm invested. I gotta know.
Yeah, and I mean, like looking at this, it looks like a move to me from. Oh, look at this Pentacles card though. That's new. That's beautiful. But like, yeah, a lot of this looks less hand-pieced collage and much more digital collage than it used to look like.
Yeah.
Like it was still digital collage before, I'm sure. Oh, I love that Page of Cups. But like, yeah, I'm not sure. Remains to be seen. We'll report back. I do miss the cat, the ridiculous cat with the cup of whipped cream in the Nine of Cups. It like got made fun of sometimes, which made me mad because I thought that card was perfect for the Nine of Cups. But anyways, I'm gonna stop babbling about it. But like, we'll see. We'll see. Keep an eye out. I have a link, like I said, to this page below, which is her website. And then if you follow her on Instagram, she is Lisa McLaughlin Art on Instagram as well. I'll try to put both links down below for you. And then you can keep an eye out if you've been waiting for this one. And that brings us to Kickstarter. First one up is called Discovering Beauty Tarot, a hand-painted deck dedicated to radical self-healing and to the dream of a world where we take care of each other. So let's look at the video together because I have not seen it.
Discovering Beauty Tarot is dedicated to the dream of a world where we take care of each other. The deck was born from gut knowing, from legacies of women illustrators and scholars, inspired by matriarchs, witches, angels, the earth.
That is really pretty.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh.
That is beautiful. What?
This looks so special. Are you kidding? Somebody requested this. This was not on my radar. It's already fully funded.
It's fully funded already. Thank goodness. Because
look at
wow.
Look at this freaking Justice card.
Look at this snake all wrapped. Wow.
It's, yeah, that is something. That is something. The sun is gorgeous. This art style is really cool.
I like this art style a lot.
I like this a lot too. Look at the hermit and how the eye and the hermit here is like a part of the mountain landscape in the background. Oh my gosh. This is it's kind of hard to read. I think
3 of Air.
But yeah, it almost looks like it should be the 4 of Air though. But I think you're right. It's 3. It's 3 of Air. Look at this awakening card.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. This one is Root of Earth. Okay, 2 of Water. This is really, oh, look at that. Oh, wait. The images in the deck began with quick marker sketches inspired by lessons on no-tan, a word which describes the Japanese concept of light and dark in balance. I wanted the images to be legible through intuition separate from language. When I needed tarot the most was at times when my capacity for language was most limited.
Wow.
Wow. So it started like that. Hold on. Okay. Does she say anything about cardstock? Because y'all know I need to know. She's talking through her artistic process here, which is very cool. Definitely read through the entire campaign. But okay, I want to know about cardstock. Oh, this is probably a better image. Yeah, this is a better image. Let me pull this up. I'm kind of obsessed with this one.
This is beautiful.
much more vibrant. So that first one almost is like the first iteration. God, this is so pretty.
Oh man, this is really cool.
This is really cool. What the heck? Okay.
This looks like, this looks like artistic posters.
Yeah, it does. 350 GSM white core stock. So standard indie 350 GSM cardstock is what you're going to expect here. Wow. I like this a lot. Okay, I know we can't stay on this page for a million hours, but y'all, okay.
This is beautiful.
Whew. Okay, so it looks like it just launched. So, and it's already funded. No surprise there. I mean,
No
listen,
surprise.
in a sea of, we've been seeing a lot of not great things on Kickstarter. It's actually kind of made it hard to do these videos because there's been a lot of like iffy stuff, quick stuff coming out, and seeing something like this with so much love in it and so much artistic integrity in it is so exciting to me, because I look for two things in a deck right now on Kickstarter. It needs to do something different, tell a story, like the concept of the deck has to be really good, or the art has to feel really lovingly done. I don't know how else to say it. Like,
this feels like it has been a hot minute since I've been excited about a deck like this before. Like this has been a hot minute, and I just think the look, the palette, the design, the art, the meaning, like everything checks boxes, that this is just so well done and very much something that I would be after. You know what I mean?
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
Okay. Who is this
I
creator?
would pay double that price. Are you kidding me?
What is your name? What is your name? I need to like lecture you now. What is your name? I can't see the creator's name. Hold on. Oh yeah, they changed it.
Sophia.
Sophia. You're not charging enough for your work.
Double that. Sophia.
I mean, like, yay, but also
yay,
holy crap.
Definitely yay, because this is
y'all.
Beautiful.
$44 US. Estimated delivery June? Wait. Hold on. All 78 decks are finished. She's working with a printer already.
Bro, she is on her stuff.
Kickstarter and taxes. Okay, so she's sharing all of her maths. But like, regardless, great deal on this. There's no way that is a sustainable price long-term for this product. I will tell you right now, being in the back end, I think she's underpriced her work for sure. Not just from she deserves to charge more, but I'm concerned she hasn't factored up in a lot of things. But that being said, if I would imagine, and I would hope for her sake, that once this is out in the world, that she puts it at a more proper like retail price, because truly that's a steal. So if you can support her work on Kickstarter, definitely jump in, help her do that. Like, I'm legit gonna back it. Like,
I'm literally right.
Like, let me just hide the screen so I can pledge. That's happening. $18 Canadian for shipping, which is also incredible. Like,
wow.
This is an easy yes for me. There's no question. You can add on an extra deck or a print. Yeah, we're going to throw a little bonus support. Like, come on now. Come on now. That's incredible. I'm literally pledging as we speak. Okay. So anyway, that was an easy yes. Like, that is happening. Done and dusted. That's incredible. I haven't felt the desire to do that in a long time. And in fact, it's been actually really difficult because our Canadian dollar is not well right now. It's not well. And so between exchange rate and shipping to Canada and everything, I feel like everything I've looked at indie lately has been like around the 150 Canadian mark. It's gotten like really intense. So something like this is going to cost me like ballpark like $90 Canadian, which for an indie deck right now, that is like
unheard of.
Fantastic. Yeah, like so good. So very, very happy about this one. Wow. Did not see that coming at all, because I've just kind of gotten used to the fact that we're going to see so many Kickstarters that are like, meh, we're kind of on the fence about. Yeah, like a little bit. But this next one actually is pretty cool. But so okay, before we move on though, what do you think? Is this like a strong maybe?
This is a very strong maybe. Like, I have not felt like this in a hot minute, and I'm really excited about this. I really do think that I might back this one. I really do. And I've been on a pause for a hot minute.
I was gonna say,
like, I'm so content with where I'm at and what I have that like it takes a lot for me to.
Yeah.
Now I did just buy a kipper, but that doesn't count. But
it
like
doesn't count.
this as a tarot really excites me. This
Me too.
I really
Wow.
think I'm going to probably back this one.
And like real talk though, can you remember the last time you backed something on Kickstarter?
It's been years.
Really? Like multiple years?
Like probably 2 years.
This is why I love having you on here with me, because I am with the like, let me just buy this real fast.
Yeah,
And you're like,
it's probably been 2 years since I backed something on Kickstarter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Dang.
This one got me excited.
You know it's good.
Showing it June.
I mean, I would say
I'm gonna give it more than
creator.
that. But
yeah, y'all be kind to her, because I don't know if she's. Let me go back. Actually, can I go back to the campaign without like taking you into my pledge? Okay.
Yeah.
If she's a first created. So I will just point out, even at the. Oh, sorry. Am I even on the right page?
I don't know. I can't see. Oh,
no,
there we go.
Oh, it keeps opening up stuff.
Okay, there we go.
Anyways, I was just gonna say, so she's a first time. If you click on creator, you can see she's a first created project. So I would just simply point out that typically, depending on how many backers she gets, it's common and standard to assume that even if she hits print on the project, the minute the Kickstarter is over, before she even gets the funds, you're still looking at easy around 2 months before things are like ready to start shipping, usually. And then if she has to wait for Kickstarter funds, that takes another couple of weeks after the campaign ends. It's like 2+ weeks usually before you get any funds. So y'all, if you back this, just give some grace. Yeah, give some grace, because it'll probably go a little bit longer. I mean, maybe not. Maybe like if she pulls that off, holy cow. But like it could happen. But
it could.
I always think conservative, because I feel like I try to like with my projects, I've tried to like have them so in a row, and then there's always been some kind of delay somewhere. So, but yeah, regardless, so well worth the wait. I would wait a year for that. I would wait a year for that, no question, no problem. But yeah, I would be surprised if you ever see it that price again after the Kickstarter. Frankly.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, and great for her if she can make that work. Then awesome.
Oh my god, yeah.
But yeah. Oh my god, so exciting. Okay, well that was a win. I love when we have a win. Okay, let's look at the next one. This is the Seawitch Tarot Luxe Edition box with guidebook. Somebody asked for this in the hot takes request thing on my community tab, and said that this was already out previously, like as an indie deck. Maybe they just kind of self-produced it, like without Kickstarter or whatever, and now they're creating like a more luxe, like a nicer edition, using Kickstarter to kind of create a better edition. Let's take a look, see if the video is helpful.
This is kind of reminding me, just at first glance, yeah, this is okay.
Maybe I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this.
It wasn't this. Some of the things reminded me of like oh god, Coastal Curiosities. You know what I'm talking about? The Coastal Curiosities Oracle, that vibe.
Annie Lennox's stuff, right?
Linux, yeah. Linux Reese.
Just Lennox. What did I say? Annie
Lennox Reese.
Who is Annie Lennox? Is that like
that's a singer.
That's why.
But Lennox Reese, I believe, right?
Lennox, yeah. Yeah. That sounds right.
Oh, yeah. No.
Oh, we went real pippish. Why?
No.
Why? Why did it do that? It came out of nowhere. Didn't it come out of nowhere?
Oh, they're all like that. Okay.
But
I appreciate a good etching, but the different styles is a no for me.
Yeah.
Just that simple white background when you had so much in the beginning, my brain's
going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too contrasty. You've got all these ornate frames and these different pieces of art, like kind of in the frames. I can't quite wrap my brain around this. I mean, like when you see it like this, it starts to make sense. Yeah. You've got the minimalist contrasted with the more ornate.
Right.
But I'm not drawn to the minimalist cards here. I feel like if I want a minimalist, and plus, is this Spaceman or Scuba Man? What's
That's a Scuba Man.
That's a Scuba Man.
That's a Scuba Man.
That seems so random. What card is that? The 11 of. Oh, it's four strength.
Strength.
Oh, strength is 11. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, this is cool, but it's not my personal aesthetic, so I wasn't going to be drawn to it anyways. In fairness, but
I do like aspects of it. I do like some images are very recognizable from, etchings and stuff like that, because I'm steeped in the etching world, obviously. and all these vintage and antique images. But I mean, everybody knows that from me, from that kind of perspective, when it comes to like mixing certain styles and making it seem almost like a collaborative versus a cohesive, my brain turns out.
Mine does too. I like there to be this like synergy between all the cards, or at least a very, very obvious harmony. And I think if like the majors and the quartz had that same black and white style, but inside of the frames or something, and then you pop it out of the frame for the rest, there'd be that harmony, even if there was a different style. But it's like you go from like really like a full color in most of the majors and quartz and all of this stuff to this really stripped back. It's striking visually, but it feels discordant to me instead of harmonic for me personally.
Yeah. Well, and another thing for me that, again, I'm such a turd when it comes to stuff like this, but like the banner and the font.
Oh, on the titles? Oh.
I don't like that.
Yeah. The font doesn't feel like it matches the deck.
No. And I'm so like, I'm telling you, I'm such a turd when it comes to stuff like that. Like I gotta feel it.
Yeah.
But I will say, if you have this one and you want that Luxe edition, or if you missed it the first time and you want that Luxe edition, it is a big goal with 23 days to go, but they already have 72 back. God dang, they already have 72 backers and we're still pretty low.
It's 30,000 Australian.
Oh, it's Australian. Okay, that explains.
Yeah. So you're seeing it in Canadian. So you're seeing CA dollars, Canadian dollars. Yeah. So in US, it would be, I don't know, like 20,000 maybe, give or take. So it's not an aggressive. It looks more aggressive than it is.
It looks aggressive, but it's really not. I forget we're looking at Canadian. And then if we were looking at Australian, it would be even more aggressive looking. So
yeah, for sure. But I think it's cool. And I'm glad for the people that already like have and love the India edition, that there's this like Luxe edition that's in the works. Printing in Italy. So we have keywords and a title. Oh, cool.
I love that. We have some iconic images.
Yeah. Now, are these all fine art curated? Okay.
Yeah, like collaged.
Yeah. I don't know if I like this like warbly repeating thing happening in the border. I've seen that a few times.
I love that.
I love that one.
The tide. Oh, I like
rhythm, change, and flow. Yeah, that's cool.
This is cool though.
Yeah, metamorphosis, self-actualization, growth. Unresolved.
No, I kind of dig this.
This is neat. Do you have any round decks right now?
The only one I have is the Archetypes deck.
Right. This does feel like it's up your alley, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm really digging this.
Yeah.
It's got some really good keywords. I like the back.
Okay. Let's take a look. So let me get these a little bit bigger. Animus, strength, leadership, and courage. Allies, support, guidance, and connection.
I love a weird animal.
Oh, yeah, you do love a weird animal. Yep. Rebirth, resurgence, renewal, awakening.
I like the vibe of this.
It is a cool vibe. I like the keywords.
I do too.
Okay. Yeah, inspired by the Victorian era. I feel like in an indie deck, I always look for more than 44 cards. Well, I look for more than 44 cards in any deck. Something that I do notice right away, and this is just something that I tend to pay attention to. It may not mean anything to other people, but for me, I pay attention to whether they've backed anything before. And this person hasn't backed anything, and it's their first created project. So that's something to just be aware of. Digital manipulation, hand-drawn elements.
I will be the devil's advocate here, because I've said it before. I have like 4 different Kickstarter.
Oh, accounts? Oh, yeah, you have said that before. I've got to remember that. Not everybody is like always using.
Not everybody is going to have, and if they're doing a first creation, they might have something separate. So I wouldn't take that to heart, because if you look at mine, I have 4 different ones, because a lot of times I'll just log into Google and it just depends on which one of the 4 emails that I have up that is going to log in and remind me. So I will put that up.
That's valid. That's a very, very good point. Thank you for throwing that out there.
How much is this one?
Okay, this one is, let's go down to the pricing. Altar Cloth Xenan deck. the vision. Okay, early bird price. She's still got early birds at the time we're filming this, which is wild, but it looks like there's only one of, I'm guessing there's only, one left of 100. By the time you see this, that'll probably be gone. But 35 early bird, which is wicked cheap. And this is US dollars, I think. Yeah, this is US dollars, but 45 US.
That's not too
so
bad.
Again, really great price. That one's limited to 250. There's also an early bird double deck price and some other tiers here as well. And then she's saying August 2025, which sounds about right to me.
That's pretty cool deck.
Yeah, 63% funded, it says. So that's pretty cool. You have until Tuesday, April 1st. What do you think, Danny?
I don't know. I'm kind of tempted a little bit. Again, though, when it comes to round decks,
it's tricky.
It's tricky
because they spin, and then it's like if the spinning
that annoys me.
I know. Like, I love it in my tarot of her because the spin, the twist is a part of how you read it. You read it like a moon phase, which I guess you could work into any oracle deck. But I still, like, I don't know. I always want round decks. I think they're so interesting.
I know. They're so beautiful.
I know. It's like practically, is it actually useful or is it just like, I don't know. It seems to fit the style of this deck, though, I will say.
It really does. I really will say I love what they've done with the whole vibe. It's really cool. I like this sort of collage. And so I really do dig this. I think this is definitely going to be on my radar.
Yeah, keep an eye on it for sure. Okay, moving on. This next one I almost didn't put up because I was like, haven't I seen this before? The answer is yes. Yes, I have seen it before, but it's intentional. This is a second edition. So here's the thing about this deck. This isn't a hot take because I started reading about it because I'm like, what is the deal? Why are so many people into this? I don't understand. And I'm going to show pictures, but like before I do that, I just want to add a little context. So this was out before in like a bluey, purpley version with like pops of black and white. And what you're going to see is two main characters, a feminine character and a skeleton interacting. And because I was like trying to figure out what the hype was, because this is already well funded, and I'm like, I don't get it. So I started reading about it. So I'm going to share that bit with you here, if I can find it. Let's see. I'm going to show images, I promise. But like, okay, here's what it is. My name's Hanuli, but most people know me as Nunu. I'm the creator of The Girl and the Skeleton, two characters that came to life while I battled depression.
Whoa.
It's hard when a friend dies, especially at a young age. When 3 of my closest friends died within a month of each other, oh my God, the loss. I didn't know how to handle it. My grief was compounded with more grief as death took everyone important to me. The fragility of life was never more apparent. Losing the cornerstones of my life went from a simple fear to cold reality. So I escaped into the world I know best, art. I went to an art high school, majored in it in college, and had the luck to be able to use my talent and skills to create my Lolita fashion brand. Despite everything, however, darkness continued to follow me, and I couldn't free myself from it. We must all deal with death throughout our lives. Artwork dealing with the subject is filled with messages and metaphors, some different, some overlapping. Such art became the key to releasing the shadow that constantly burdened me. And so I'm going to kind of skip ahead. And she says, so I decided to continue to make art of these characters, shared it online, and it kind of spread. But the punchline here is she goes on to basically say that the skeleton, the personification of Nunu's depression, which is the skeleton, which she spent years attempting to run from and ignore. After she stopped running, Nunu embraced the skeleton, was surprised to find comfort in the sadness. So when creating the character, she tried to leave details a little vague so others could connect. Some see the skeleton as their friend, their lover, a family member, or someone else close to their heart who they have lost. This ambiguity has allowed the skeleton to be who anyone needs it to be. While the skeleton appears as a separate being, it's still nothing but our very human bones, something within us all. And that really, really touched me. And with that in mind, I want to show you the video so you can see the art. But like, one of the reasons she's doing a second edition is because the first edition has been bootlegged so badly. So let me see if I can find some of these pictures and show them to you. Because at first glance, I'm like, oh yeah, here we go. Let me open this.
Okay.
Sorry. That was so much preamble and then it went nowhere. Okay. So you can kind of see the way she's interacting with this skeleton is the story that's being told in the cards. Okay. So it's really interesting to me. I don't know that I would buy it. I don't, but like here
I don't either, but I do love what went into this and how she's creating this. This is very, the death. Holy crap.
I know. It hits you in the stomach, right? Like you're just like, oh my God.
Man.
Yeah. When you understand, and I feel like this is such an important deck for people who have struggled with depression or with loss or with grief, to sort of see this particular artist rendering of it could be very powerful. Like, look at the sun. oh, my heart. It like makes me want to cry
Oh
now that
my
I've
God.
read that.
I
Yeah.
know.
So more than meets the eye, I will say. And she's got all the suits up here. I'll just throw one more up and then we can move past this one. But I just wanted to kind of like, where is it?
If this speaks to you, I would definitely say go out and snatch this. This is a beautiful rendering of wow.
Yeah. It's just, there's so much going on here. I do miss, in my opinion, the original version, which I'll see if she's got any pictures of it, but it showed the original version had like a purpley kind of border to it, which I think helped the images pop a little bit more, but I don't know. I'm looking to see if I can see any of it on this campaign page. So I'm scrolling quick while you look at those to see, but I don't see any. Shoot. Yeah, if you look up Wandering Spirit Tarot, though, you will see the original edition and kind of what it looked like. I will point out that this edition, again, will have, it looks like some foiling on it through the cards. To me, it's too much black and white. I have a hard time sometimes focusing on the details, but it's called Moonlit Path, Wandering Spirit Moonlit Path, and it's a second edition. If you are intrigued by this deck, go check out the campaign for sure. You've got 17 days left. Well, at the time we're filming it, so you have less. So Monday, March 31st at 12 a.m. Pacific is when the campaign is over, but it's already fully funded. So check it out and support that artist if that is up your alley. But yeah.
Those, I don't know if they're watercolors or acrylic or oil, whatever she showed at the top. Those are gorgeous.
Which are they? Are they?
Come down a little bit. Keep
I'm
going.
going to go a little bit slow here. Oh, these. Yeah.
Right, that. Oh my God.
Yeah. That would have been cool to see. And apparently she's got a bunch of art on social, must be social media. She said she was sharing
I'm going to
it.
go check out her art because this is beautiful.
Yeah. So the creator is Iris Jiang. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Let me share this real quick. Oh no, the first edition isn't on here. I thought it was, but she must have produced the first version independently or something. But anyway, very, very, very cool. But had to share. I thought that was a really neat project. All right, this next one I've already backed. It's a cold take. It's a cold take, but I've been waiting a long time.
Okay, yeah. We talked about this, I thought.
Yeah, we must have. This is
we did.
do you think we had it in a we didn't have it in a maybe we did. Maybe I don't know, because I think it just launched. It just launched.
Oh.
But I may have talked about it coming. I could have seen myself talking about the fact that it's coming because I've been waiting and waiting and waiting.
Well,
so
this
is Jessica Bott. So she did the Idiosyncra deck, and she also did the Amethyst Oracle back in the day. Idiosyncra deck's been out of print for forever. Amethyst has also been out of print for a long time. I have Amethyst Oracle, but she also did the Botanical deck, which was out for a bit. That was before you and I were doing hot takes together. Oh, but she also did one based on weather.
Okay.
That came out. We may have covered that one. Or I could have just opened her social media and started showing this off last time. That's totally possible. But now it's on Kickstarter. So
well, I mean, I know the Amethyst one. So I mean, maybe it's just bringing those vibes back, maybe. Because I'm like, wait, maybe so.
Yeah. But, so the kind of story is like Idiosyncra deck. People were asking her to reprint it, but this is the other story I was telling you about. She evolved as an artist and she didn't love that first Idiosyncra deck. So she didn't want to reprint it. So her answer to that was to basically recreate it in like, make it how she would make it now. So huge changes across the cards for sure. She's called it the Cracked Amethyst Tarot. And I don't know if she does any comparisons, but if you go to her Instagram, you will see comparisons to Idiosyncra deck to this one to see like what the changes look like. But the really cool thing, if you were waiting for the Idiosyncra deck for a long, long, long time and you're excited about this, like I am excited about this, one of the things that's happened is that the stretch goals for this deck, we've already hit this one where you could actually purchase a mini of the original Idiosyncra deck. So even though... So I've already added that to my pledge, like legit. And if she hits 300% funding, you'll also get the chance to purchase a mini version of the Amethyst Oracle, which I already have that. And then at 500%, she will design, and you can get a chance to purchase a mini Lenormand deck to match the Idiosyncra deck and Amethyst Oracle, which is super cute. This is straight up vector, and I adore it. I think it's the cutest thing. There's something about it I've always been drawn to. So I have been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for her to be ready, for this to be done. and she's been working on it for a long time. She like left the project for a while, then she came back to it, and then finally she kind of had a push near the end, I think, and really got it out there. But I adore this, and I'm so stoked about it. I love it so much. I don't think this is at all your style though.
It is not my style, but I do appreciate, like, there are aspects of it, like, that's one of my fantasy self. Like, I want to love this art because I think it's really cool and like it's cute and it's funky and it's fun. But
Yeah.
I know myself. I'm like, that's my fantasy self that wants this. Because it's not my style at all, but I do appreciate it, and I think it's so well done because I do love the openness of it.
Yeah.
There's an openness to it that I really appreciate.
Yeah. Do you have the Spacious Tarot, speaking of openness?
No.
Not your style either, right?
Not my style at all.
Yeah. And
I've looked at it a few times. I've had a few people like, hey, Danny, did you look at it? I'm like, yeah, but it's just not me.
Not for me. Yeah, valid. But for those of you who've been waiting, it's on Kickstarter right now. And you have until Monday, March 31st at 10:59. I didn't even look at pricing. $50 Canadian. I think she's a Canadian creator too. Yeah, Regina. Oh my God, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm a bad Canadian. Regina, Canada. Anyways, so yeah, it's ready to go. You've got time. Go scoop it up. I think the next one is kind of interesting. So I'm sharing it because it's super cool. It is called the Parabo Oracle cards.
Oh, that's really cool. Okay.
I know. I'm showing it because I feel like it totally slid in at the right time with all your Little Mermaid and Kipper stuff.
I know. That's exactly what I was thinking. That looks like that looks like the gypsy cards.
Yeah, it says a faithful replica of a delightful and very rare fortune-telling deck from Czechoslovakia in the 1920s.
All right.
But like I looked at some of these and like it's so specific. Like ocean trip, a journey taken in 3 days, weeks, or months will be very successful. It's so specific.
When you really break down like the gypsy cards and some of those other ones, some of them are really specific.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're a specific amount of time, and they're very literal. There is no like intuitive vibe. It is what it is.
Yeah, I'm definitely noticing that. Like this one is, you will all move to a distant place where everything will be very bright, or hold your tongue and you will hold your friends. Now that's good. That's just general. Show your love and you will be beloved. But like, so some of them are really, really interesting. It's like,
cool.
I don't know. It's just fun. I haven't seen anything like this specifically on Kickstarter. So I was like, well, that's kind of fun. Wall Street. Don't invest in speculative stock. You will lose. Like it's very specific. Like I feel like if you draw that card, you're going to be like, okay, no investing in speculative stock. Noted. I mean, I suppose you could be like intuitive about it, but like to me, this sort of thing, yeah, I feel like this is the kind of thing where it's like, this is what I used to think of as cartomancy and fortune telling when I was like young, you know, like
because that's what that's a lot of what
like even proposal.
Denial cards are the same, you know.
Yeah, proposal is a proposal following a trip to the theater. So you go to the movies and he's asking you to marry him, and like that's how it's going to be. Yeah, I love how clear it is. But also, I'm dubious. I'm dubious about the usefulness, but I think it's very, very cool.
I think it would be really fun, though. That would be one you'd pull out and you create a story with, you know?
Yeah. Oh my God, it would be so cool as like writing prompts.
Yes,
that would be fun. That would be fun.
Really fun.
I did have to call out the crystal ball dice, though. Check this out. So it says, back in the day, Parabo also offered fortune-telling crystal balls, which were 32-sided dice that could be used instead of cards. I found a copy of the instructions for using them, and while I haven't been able to find 32-sided dice, the fortunes are in groups of 30. So this will work well with modern 30-sided dice, which are available. Jazzed to be able to include this obscure and really interesting divination tool.
That's so cool, though. What?
Like, what if I just want the crystal ball, though? Maybe I just want the crystal ball. I don't see it on here as an option.
Oh,
that's so cute.
Man, that's cool. That's smart.
So adorable. I've never seen a 30-sided die, but like, I mean, I guess it makes sense. You can get 100-sided die, so like, that makes.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I thought that was fun.
This is really fun. This is really unique and fun, and I think that this deserves to be out in the world. This is great.
Yeah.
Oh, good, and it's already funded.
It's totally funded. You have until Saturday, March 29th at 12:12 p.m. Pacific time if you want to back it.
Fine.
Okay. Next up, We have Wendy Wilds, 78 handmade tarot cards with the sizes in the title, which is cool. Mixed media. I don't know how I feel about this. It's a very like swirly whirly.
Immediately looking at it, it's a no for me.
Yeah, same. But I did want to show it. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I have a thing sometimes with colored borders.
Oh.
I'm not a huge, I mean, like, I say that and then I can prove how I'm a liar with about 12 decks. But
always the case. There's
always the case. But definitely one of those things that pops out to me right away. I'm not going to vibe with that. But I do like how they're the same tone in that card.
Yeah, I like
through.
It reminds me of Tarot of Transformation just a little tiny bit, but what I don't love is like the font is giant, first of all, compared to the art, it seems like. Then there's this like random black and white card, which I don't love that. But then I've noticed the titles like 10 wildflowers. So it's not 10 of wildflowers. And then you have Wave Ace.
No, I don't like that.
I don't like it. I don't like it. But that being said,
that's just a personal thing.
Well, this looks like a landscape art that was turned on its side.
So did the other one. So did that tin wildflower. I couldn't tell which way was up or which way was. Do you see?
God, you're right. Yeah,
it's
I do
on
see.
The side, right?
Oh no, that's such a nope for me. Why is the Ace of Wave the same way? It is.
Is it?
I think so.
I can't tell how to look at this. Oh wait, is that a waterfall on the side?
Maybe it's mixed media. So
this is lost on me.
Also, those are the only card images we have here.
This is lost on me.
It's yeah, me too. But like, cool artsy style, which is awesome.
Very unique.
But like, it is definitely unique. I don't know how far they are done on this. It probably says somewhere in the campaign, but I have not read it, to be fair.
Very low goal.
Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, that goal is strange.
That goal is very strange.
Okay, here's my hot take. Hold on. Then my hot take. Here's the thing on Kickstarter. Some creators, and I'm not saying that's what's happening here, because this person doesn't look like they've created a bunch of stuff, but what happens with Kickstarter is if you don't reach your funding goal, you get no money, right? So the danger in something like this is that when a goal is that low, it's like, wait, is this just a money grab? Because that's not enough money to produce this deck. So when I see it that low, it scares me because I'm like, it could be a scam, which I don't mean to say that it is, but it could be. Or it could be somebody that just has no idea. Or it could be somebody who's planning to self-fund, so they don't really care if they get funding or not. There's so many possible scenarios.
And I mean, listen, even with a high goal, people can snatch and run. I mean, that's what these platforms, I mean, allow for. I mean, like, it says in all the fine print, you are not guaranteed anything.
Yeah, there's a lot more cards done, I'm seeing in the video.
Yeah, there's a lot more. But this is very abstract.
And a lot of them are sideways.
A lot of them are sideways.
That's clearly sideways. The sideways, I can't. And the funny thing is, I like the painterliness of it all. I like the smooshiness of it. I don't know how else to describe it.
There are some images that are I really love, but there's so much going on. There's like collage and then just paint and then black and white. And then like there's just too much going on. And then with the landscape and horizontal, like I can't. But it is unique.
It's the perspective for me. That's 100% a deal breaker. I can't.
If I'm going to be trying to figure out where this is supposed to go, it's going to break my brain. I'm not going to be able to do it.
Yeah, I can't.
So
it's a sideways. For me, this is a hard pass. But
this is a hard pass.
If you're interested, just read through the campaign, check all the updates. If you do back it, don't forget, if something gives you a weird feeling, you can unback that. You can. So you have until the campaign is over to withdraw your pledge. So if you ever pledge a project and something makes you uncomfortable, always know you can withdraw it before the campaign is done. No harm, no foul. Your card doesn't get charged till after the project successfully funds. So just throwing that out there because it's important to kind of like make sure you're comfortable if you're participating in Kickstarter.
And as funny as it is, like I legit backed something and then I was like, oh wait, this is not what I thought it was. So then I took back my pledge, whatever. I was like, this is not going to work for me. And then I ended up buying it and not realizing it was the same exact thing, but now it's mass market. Yeah.
Oh no.
But I ended up liking it after the fact. I'm like, I should have freaking bought the indie one when I had it in my
Oh
hand.
no.
It's the Hieronymus Bosch.
Oh, I remember that. Because
I
the
was like,
system.
I was here for it. And then I was like, oh, wait, this is a totally different system. This is not going to work for me. This is not it at all.
And then you got it. And you're like, wait.
I got it. I found it. And then I was like, well, wait, this is totally different. I need this one. Get it in. And I'm like, no, this is literally the one I was going to back. This is not an actual tarot. But I ended up really liking it as something different. So whatever.
I remember that. I remember
Sometimes
that. No, you did great.
crap like that happens. So don't.
It does happen. It does happen. Okay, so this is called Nouveau Goddess Oracle. It's like, this confused me. I wish the header image didn't actually show this Empress and Temperance because, okay, here's what it is. It's an 82 card deck with 60 Oracle cards and 22 major arcana. And the major arcana are literally just the Rider-Waite Smith in black and white on backgrounds. But then the Oracle cards are the style you see here with the banners along the bottom.
No.
Yeah.
But I love the Oracle. I don't know if I like those major arcana. Well, I mean, I would take them out. I would use them completely separate. I wouldn't use
I don't know why the major arcana is in there. I don't think this deck needed that. And I don't understand why it's there. But then here's the thing. Use of AI.
Oh.
And like that card is AI, I think. It's kind of a weird mix. It's like, it looks like some of it is like, I don't know.
This looks like a collab deck. Like already not.
There's nothing cohesive.
I don't see cohesion, and that's not going to flow well with me.
No.
Individually, some cool images, but
it's not picking a style. To me,
there's no cohesion.
No cohesion. And I don't understand the major arcana. Maybe this creator really likes to mix tarot and oracle in that way, like use the major arcana of tarot and then oracle. And that's cool. But like as a product, I don't get it.
It's just so vastly different in every aspect. The only thing that's similar are the major arcana. That's it.
I'm not a fan.
That's not for me. But if you are, it's already
different strokes. Yeah.
It's already funded, so
go check it out. Link down below. You have until Saturday, March 22nd. Yeah, that's what I got on that one. I don't got much to add. And this is the Renowned Artists Tarot. This just excited me because on this little preview image, I could recognize the artist. I was like,
somebody said this to me. I don't know if somebody said this to me or if I found it on Instagram. I did see this. This is really fun. I wouldn't personally use it. It's not like it wouldn't be something that I would go for readings or whatever. But as just a lovely piece with all these great artists on there, this would be just a really fun deck to have because I think they did a really good job at representing the art, the artist, the feel of it. They did a great job on this deck. I saw this on Instagram.
Bob Ross. Here's the thing.
So many, and it's throughout the whole deck. It's not just the majors. It's throughout the whole deck.
This feels like a fandom deck for people who love art. That's what it feels like. It feels like a fine art fandom deck. Like if art is your thing, if fine art and following artists is your thing, this is your fandom deck. Like way that I like Buffy and like Mean Girls. This is like the same kind of thing, but for people who love art and artists and having something that represents all those artists. Like how fun is that? But this to me is like a fun thing. It is a fun thing.
Yeah, because their names are on every card. It is through the majors and the minor. I already looked at this because it was so intriguing to me. And again, I have a really big, this is something that I can thoroughly appreciate. I wouldn't personally use it just because of the way that I use tarot, but just to have as just fun art and is
that the urinal guy? Is that the urinal guy? Okay.
Yes, he's right there. Yes,
that's hilarious. Oh my god! Or Banksy, Vincent Van Gogh. Okay, sorry, I totally interrupted you. I just saw a urinal and I was like, wait, I've heard about the urinal guy.
Yes, they're all over, everyone, and they're all named, and it's just so well done. It's so well done. Some of my favorite artists are represented in here. They even have John and Yoko right there, I think, for the lovers, which is amazing.
Oh,
it's the famous picture of John Lennon and Yoko Ono. Literally, so much. Everyone you want to see, I'm telling you, it's got to be in there. This is really well done.
Oh my God. How fun. I loved that I actually
Great.
recognized some of them. I was like, I know who some of these artists are. I felt so like fancy for a minute. And then I stopped knowing them and I was like, okay, well, I've reached my limit of what I know. So like majors, maybe I know a lot of them, but a lot of them I don't know. It's like, I do know Klimt. Obviously, that's a famous Klimt. Yeah. I think this is really fun. I would never back this just because for me, I would never use it, and I wouldn't even understand half the references, but the ones that I did, it's just like I said, how often do we see a fandom deck for this kind of thing? It's kind of like, you know, what the literary tarot was for like people into literature. This feels like the same thing for people into art. And I think that's awesome. I think that's awesome.
It's so great.
That's what we got. We're done.
We're done.
Amazing. Like for real though. Thank you so much for hanging with me.
I always love to hang with you.
I know, it's the best time. And you might be backing something on Kickstarter.
Like Discovering Beauty is, I'm still wowed. And that, I don't know how to say it, that oracle, that round oracle still got me.
Orakulum or something. Yeah.
Orakulum?
Yeah, that one's really interesting.
That one's really interesting too, but I'm telling you, Discovering Beauty is like,
yeah, that one is really special.
That hyped about it. And such a good price. God, I don't know if I could pass that up.
Yeah. Scoop that up. I feel like scoop that up because I don't know what the long term. Okay, again, keep in mind Kickstarter, you're still backing, you're not buying, but
yes.
I think it's worth the risk to me to support that. She's put so much work into that. And not to say that others haven't, but yeah, you can see the love in the project, right? Like, I think that's what it is. It really comes through the screen and you're like, oh my God, you love what you created. And you can tell, you know?
You can absolutely tell. And it's like, there is something about the style in which it's done that just reminds me of like, I don't know if it's like ads or movie posters or music posters or whatever. Like there's something about it that is just so familiar to me that sparks it even more.
Yeah.
And just like that black with those pops of color. I don't know. This is just.
It's really pretty. It's really pretty. Okay. Don't let us forget to check in with you next time and let us know if you backed it.
Hold on. Wait. Discovery. I'm going to go and pull it up right now so I don't.
Yeah, don't forget.
So I don't forget. Here it is. Thank you guys for hanging with us.
Yeah, awesome. It's always a good time. Comment down below. Let us know your thoughts on all the things. Keep it kind for our creators. And yeah, let us know if you scooped anything up. And remember, it's okay to sleep on it. It's okay to say no. Most of these things, especially even on Kickstarter, a lot of them will be available later if somebody buys extra stock. So you don't have to do the FOMO thing. It's all good. And mass market, you definitely don't. Like, you got time, girl. You got time. So yeah, no rush.
No rush.
I like being able to just look at what's out there and appreciate it and see what people are doing in the market and like all that kind of thing. I think that's so fun. But yeah, thanks for hanging with us. We appreciate you. All right, you guys, until next time, may your magic always shine from the inside out. Bye.
I always interrupt you.
It's okay. I interrupt you too.
And I have just printed something with my feet.
I love that for you. That also seems that's a very Danny thing. How did you do that?
Because my printer's on the ground and I always put my foot up on my printer, but apparently I touched the wrong button and now it's printing stuff and I don't know what it's doing. I feel like a Cabbage Patch. Look at this frizz today.
You look freaking adorable. I don't know what you're talking about. The frizz is everything. Do you know what Danny did when we were in Florida? We will get to Dex, I swear to God.
We will.
I fixed my hair. I'm like, it looks so cute, right? And she gets in here and she's like, you gotta zhuzh.
I'm like,
ever since then, I have been zhuzhing a little bit more, like as much as I can handle.
I'll stuck my hands in there.
I usually go under and make my hair like bigger. I'm not good with volume. I usually have like flat head. I think it suits you. I think the way that your hair does the like wildness of it, I love it. Love it. Anyway,
embracing.
My camera is so good. Did you just was there a cherry in there?
Both.
They all went into your mouth at the same time.
All of them.
I love it so much. Images in the deck began with images in the deck. That's what I just said. Okay, anyways, I got so confused when I added this to the list because I was like, wait, those are just like Rider-Waite-Smith cards on a background.
Can't see.
Oh,
Can't
wait,
see.
really? Hold on, why? Oh, because I'm on the
Because
wrong.
I'm
Am I on the
just-
wrong view?
Yeah.